Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Big Hero 6. Robotics prodigy Hero lives in the city of San Francisco. Next to their older brother, Tadashi, Hero's closest companion is Baymax, a robot whose sole purpose is to take care of people. When a devastating turn of events throws Hero into the middle of a dangerous plot, he transforms Baymax and his other friends, Go-Go Tamago, Wasabi, Honey Lemon and Fred, into a band of high-tech heroes.
Josh Wick. Legendary assassin Josh Wick retired from his violent career after marrying the love of his life. Her sudden death leaves John in deep mourning when sadistic mobster Joseph Tarasov and his thugs steal John's prized car and kill the puppy that was the last gift from his wife. John unleashes the remorseless killing machine within a seeks vengeance. Meanwhile, Joseph's father, John's former colleague, puts a huge bounty on John's head.
Maze Runner. Thomas, a teenager, arrives in a glade at the center of a giant labyrinth. Like the other youth dumped there before him, he has no memory of his previous life. Thomas quickly becomes part of the group and soon after demonstrates a unique perspective that scores him as promotion or honor status. Those who patrol the always changing maze to find an escape route. Together with Tessa, the only female, Thomas tries to convince his cohorts that he knows a way out.
Warcraft. The film portrays the origin story of the initial encounters between the humans and the orcs, with an emphasis upon both the alliance and the hard sides of their conflict.
Inside Out. Growing up can be a bumpy road, and there is no exception for Riley, who is uprooted from her Midwest life when her father starts a new job in San Francisco. Like all of us, Riley is guided by her emotions: joy, fear, anger, disgust, and sadness. The emotions live in headquarters, the control center inside Riley's mind, where they help advise her through everyday life. As Riley and her emotions struggle to adjust to a new life in San Francisco, turmoil ensues in headquarters. All through joy, Riley's main and most important emotion, tries to keep things positive. The emotion conflict on how best to navigate a new city, house, and school. Kingsman, the Secret Service. Gary X.C. Unwin, whose late father secretly worked for a spy organization, lives in South London, housing a estate and seems headed for a life behind bars. However, dapper agent Harry Hart recognizes potential in the youth and recruits him to be a trainee in the Secret Service. Meanwhile, villainous Richmond Valentine launches a diabolical plan to solve the problem of climate change via a worldwide killing spree. Mad Max Fury Road. Years after the collapse of civilization, the tyrannical immortal Joe enslaves apocalypse survivors inside the desert fortress, the Citadel. When the warrior Imperator Furiosa leads the depot's 5 wives in a daring escape, she forgets an alliance with Mac Rocktensty, a longer-former captive. Fortfilled on the massive armored truck, the War Rig, they try to outrun the restless warlord and his henchmen in a deadly high-speed chase through the wasteland. This means war. CIA operatives Federa Foster and Tuck are inseparable best friends and partners. Together, their good looks, covert abilities, and combat skill rank them among the CIA elite, but their long-standing personal and professional bond is put to the test when they meet Lauren. Federa and Tuck both fell hard for the beautiful blonde, turning their deadly skills and an array of high-tech gadgetry against each other in an all-out battle for her love. Life of Pi. After deciding to sell their zoo in India and move to Canada, Santosh and Geeta Patel board a freighter with their sons and a few remaining animals. Tragedy strikes when a terrible storm sinks the ship, leaving the pettiest teenage son, Pi, as the only human survivor. However, Pi is not alone. A fearsome Bengal tiger has also found refuge aboard the lifeboat. As days turns into weeks and weeks drag into months, Pi and the tiger must learn to trust each other if both are to survive.
Frozen. Fearless optimist Anna teams up with Kristoff in an epic journey, encountering Everest-like conditions, and a hilarious snowman named Olaf in a race to find Anna's sister Elsa, whose icy powers have trapped the kingdom in eternal winter.
Tell us in the comments which movies you think should be added to the list and share any other